Oh, hey, y'all. We are live. Welcome to Rooted Finds. I'm Maya Anderson, the Herbal Alchemist, here. So excited to be with you another Sunday. While we're doing this, I'm just going to put some information in the chat about what we're talking about. Reinventing yourself as a creator. Talking in general. If you don't know, Chauncey Anderson, my husband, also known as CEO 369 Consulting, is in the house. So you may hear him saying some things. But we are talking about reinventing yourself as a creator, and especially a content creator. I know a lot of us, when we first decided we were going to do this YouTube thing, we had to decide, number one, who we wanted to be. What did we want to talk about? And I always wonder, for those who do more inspirational things, as I always say, I always talk to myself when I do these talks, right? I always wonder if, while you're doing this, do you evolve as a person? Do you start to sacrifice some things that were holding you back, or does your mindset change as you get deeper into this and as you start to watch other people's content? I also want to give a shout out to Lyrics at Nydia. I got her on in the background because I just love her track. So, and actually, I did a video that's going to air tomorrow, and it has her on the background as I'm talking. I just love the music that she puts out. Very inspirational. You can already tell the type of person she is, and that she lives the life that she shares with us on YouTube. And so that just got me thinking about how many content creators are out here really creating things purposefully and with intention, but they're actually living that life, right? Because we got a lot of people, Instagram, Facebook, all that. We got a lot of people out here, they're doing a lot of things, but it don't mean that they are living that type of life, right? They want people to believe that they have champagne money, but they only really got them Kool-Aid dollars. I don't know if some of y'all just don't know. I want to make sure I can see this too. I think my chat is on slow-mo. Y'all, I be trying to figure this out as I do this. You can send messages every 20 seconds, live chat visible. There we go. Okay, hopefully this works. So I just wanted to talk about, what have you found out once you got into this YouTube, into these streets, right? Hey, Caribbean girl. Hey. What you've had to sacrifice, or what has YouTube taught you about yourself? CEO 369 Consultant in the house. Please say hello to Caribbean girl Tony there. She lives over there in Grenada. I was watching her tour on her video, and that was so cool. My sister has a friend that built a home over there. I think they've been over there for about 3 years now. And so we definitely want to visit Grenada. But I'm just talking about the things that you had to sacrifice, or that you've given up, because you can see that it's holding you back when it comes to content creating or connecting with other content creators. Because as we start to evolve in what we do, things should start to look a little different, right? We should be able to take a step back and really ask ourselves, what are we doing? And how are we impacting the space that we're taking up? Because we just don't want to be out here just doing stuff, right? We just don't want to be out here talking nonsense or not being able to add value to other people's lives. Because this is what YouTube is about. If you're going to be on here, you want to add value. You want to be able to connect with like-minded people, add value to their lives. And then in the same breath, you're going to be evolving as a person and growing as a person. And sometimes that is really hard. And one of the top things that we all struggle with is consistency, right? I know I struggle with it. I was supposed to do a couple of lives last week. Girl, I didn't do it. I was tired. I had a lot to do. I'm up late at night and I'm trying to support everyone else. And, I get burnt out. And the thing is, one thing I have to learn about me is that I have to put things in place so I can do what I need to do, but not overdo, because I'm an overdoer. I'll overdo myself and then end up hurt, frustrated, mad, all that. But it's because I put that on myself. But I have to recognize that. So consistency is something I know that all YouTubers struggle with, right? And this is why I love the community, because if you are struggling with consistency, you have people like Caribbean Girl Tony here. You have like people like CEO 369 Consulting here. We build each other up and we inspire each other. And actually, at Healthy Kitchen Wizard, if you have not seen her channel, please go. She makes these amazing dishes. She's a gangster in the kitchen. Okay, I like to call it, because she don't be smiling. She be serious about her cooking. So, but she hits me up. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. That means a lot, right? That means a lot. Like, she noticed that I hadn't been doing my lives and called me out. But at Healthy Kitchen Wizard, I really appreciated that. Because it was like, man, I do make a difference. Because sometimes I believe that we get on here and we do things and we don't know how much impact we have in certain people's lives, right? We just think, oh, no one's really watching because maybe your watch hours aren't up. Maybe you didn't get enough likes on that video. Maybe people aren't commenting. But there is one person that saw your video and it changed how they thought forever. And it's worth that one person. And I say that because I know you are worth it. And I know I am worth it. And I have seen some videos with low views. And I watched the video and I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. How in the world does this not have like thousands of views, right? Because it changed the way that I think. And so I know each and every one of us that are on YouTube, we come in here with a purpose and a goal. And we are touching lives, even if you never know whose life you touch, even if they just come for one time and hear a video and something clicked, that seed dropped. You never know when it's going to germinate, right? Because seeds have different times where they germinate. Some seeds come up to life faster than others. So we have to understand that what we do here is important. So that's one thing I did want us to think about as far as that is. But I wanted to ask you also, what is one habit or one past version of yourself that has changed or that you've outgrown since you started YouTube? Because I talk about we are evolving, we're teaching ourselves as well as teaching others. What type of habit that have you broken or have you picked up? Or a past version of yourself that you've outgrown once you started YouTube? Has your mindset changed? I know one thing that has changed for me, I have become more creative, thinking outside of the box. Because in the beginning, when I started, I thought I had to be like everyone else. I had to have the intro. I had to have the look. I had to have the nails or the hair to have the viewership, to have the people come in. But really, it's just about being creative and being yourself. What I learned is being yourself is more valuable than gold. And if you have something important to share, people will come and they will listen. And my creativity in this has gotten better, right? I'm thinking outside of the box. How do I bring people in? Even if you look at other people's YouTube channels, you can get ideas and then spin it to be your own. And so that's one thing that I can say that I have outgrown the stagnant and trying to be like everyone else. Because when we deal with self, we deal with transformation, and none of us should be stagnant, especially in YouTube. You just can't be stagnant. And I know there's a lot of people who go back and forth. Like, I don't know what my niche is. I don't know if I should be in this lane or that lane or that. They're just throwing, how you're throwing noodles at the wall to see what sticks. A lot of people throw noodles. Oh, wow. Oh, I love this one. So I didn't even think about that. Caribbean Girl Tony says that it made her get away from her shyness. Do y'all know how hard it is for people to once they can go live, hit that live button and be able to be in front of nobody or be in front of thousands of people, how nerve-wracking that is. And it's so amazing that so many people can break out their shell because they really want this, right? Because they're saying, no, I can do this. If I can see all of these other people doing it, right? I can do it too. Despite my fears, despite what my mind is telling me, I can get on here. And when you do your first live, it's amazing, because you're like, oh, I did it. You hit that live button and your toes are curled up and your hands might be curled up and you're like frozen for a little bit. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to expect, right? And then it just flows. It just flows so easily. CEO says, I never really wanted to challenge myself beyond my comfort zone. Oh, the comfort zone, the dead zone, right? And Caribbean girl, you should be proud of yourself because that's amazing. It is amazing. And it's not easy. And a lot of people are still able to go live and still have not hit that live button to do that, to get on and to share themselves and to be vulnerable with everyone else and to show them that it's okay. Yeah, I may be scared. Yeah, I have some fear. I'm really shy. I'm an introvert. But hey, we're going to put the pedal to the metal and go. And then when we talk about challenging yourself beyond the comfort zone, a lot of people get stuck in the comfort zone because we start out, we're doing these videos and we just post them. It's very easy. There's not a lot of vulnerability because once you post it, you ain't even got to come back to it if you don't want to. So there's a lot of people that's able to go live that have not gone live, but you have done it. You have done it. You have put your fear in the past and you have done it. And I love YouTube because not only does it challenge you about going lives, but it challenges you to go and connect with other people, right? To connect with other people, to reply, to comment, all of that. It takes a lot to do that. That is not something easy. And so I love when we talk about getting out of the comfort zone because once you get out of there, you start thinking outside the box and now you're ready for what's next, right? What's next? That's the question. If I can do this, what else can I do? How far can I push this or push myself? And so that's really, it's really inspiring. So when we talk about, transformations, when we talk about doing the YouTubes, we slowly evolve over time. So I'm not sure, Caribbean girl, how long have you been doing YouTube? We're going to ask her that and wait for her comment because over time, like if you go back, sometimes I will go back, I'll look at somebody's channel and I'll go back all the way to the beginning and I'll see their first video. And then I'll go back to the video they posted a day ago or a few weeks ago, right? Or a month ago. And I see how far they've come. So Caribbean girl, she started in May of last year. All right. And she's doing amazing. So she started May of last year. And over that time, she has to have gained confidence in herself, right? Been able to get out there and be vulnerable with everyone else. And she's building a community. Had she hung on to her comfort zone, that shyness would have ate her up. And she would have never known how far or how awesome her channel really would be, right? Not only that, you miss out on opportunities to meet people. I would have never met her, right? Had her shyness taken over or if she had given into it. So self-transformation and evolving over time as you slowly get there, right? Because when we first get into it, we're like, I don't know. This might not be for me. Nobody's watching, all of that. So we want to give ourselves compassion and grace and make sure you go back and watch some of your old videos, Caribbean girl. Watch and see how far you've come along. Because one thing we do is we keep moving forward, but every so often we have to go back just to reflect over all the things that we've done, all the growth, because once you start reflecting, you can build even more confidence because you're like, wow, look, I started here and I'm here. And you go back and you can really pat yourself on the back because you're doing this, right? You are doing this. And so when there's so many people out here not doing, so, Caribbean girl says, I did it. I did it, watch my very first, and I couldn't believe it. I bet. Isn't that amazing? You watch your first video and you're like, wow, I did it. I made it. I'm making it, right? And then this is the thing. When you started, you didn't think you would be as far as you are, but who knows where you're going to be next year? So that's another thing. Once you look back, we want to look forward, right? We want to look forward and be like, wow, if I made it this far, the opportunities, the people, the growth, I'm going to do even better. If I just keep going, it's going to get better and better and better. And then one thing we do want to recognize is the present. Enjoy the journey. Because even if you hit a video and it goes viral, right? You still want to remember and stay in your journey, because when you hit that viral video or you get to where you want to go to, you're still going to have to be on a journey. The journey doesn't end because you got a billion views, right? You still have to put in the work. And so I watch as there are some people that I subscribed to maybe 3 or 4 years ago who no longer have their channel. And Caribbean Girl says she wanted to reach 500 before May, and you already passed it. That's what I'm talking about. She got out here and she did the work. So you placed the goal. I love that. Number one, she had a goal. She had a goal. She knew where she wanted to go. And I love that, because a lot of people don't know where they want to go. A lot of people don't know. They don't put a number, and they're scared to put a number, because if they don't make it, they feel like they failed. Selena the Celestial. Hey, hello. We have Caribbean Girl Tony in the chat. And then we have CEO 369 Consulting. And we are just talking about being consistent in the YouTube world. And Selena is definitely that. So yes, you guys talk amongst yourself. But I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? I got so excited to see Miss Selena. But yes. Okay, so we were talking about Caribbean Girl Tony and how far she has come. How she placed a number where she wanted to be this month, and she's outgrown it. And one of the things that we're so proud of her is when she started her channel, she said that shyness is something that she was able to leave behind. And I think that is amazing. So she set a number, she had a goal, she knew where she wanted to go, and she went past it. She hit the mark and beyond. And so I'm so excited to hear that, because it gives other YouTube content creators that mindset, like, man, if Caribbean Girl Tony can do it, I can do it too. But we want to make sure that we write our goals down. It's okay to put a number down. If you don't meet the number, it's okay. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means we need to tweak something, right, to get there. And so we're going to keep pushing till we get to that number, because we'll get there. But don't feel discouraged because you don't. Yes, Caribbean Girl. I love that. She says, she always says, keep pushing, be patient, and don't give up. Hey, well, thank you, Miss Selena. I'm doing good. Last week was a little hard. I didn't do all the videos that I wanted to do. I'm still working on some videos, but that editing got me, girl. That editing, I don't know. That editing got me. So I think I do like the lives, because you ain't got to edit, but when you want to teach or show something, then you got to record, then you got to edit, and it's a lot. Yes, it is. It's too much. I need a whole editor out here, because I just be like, I can't, I look at the camera and I'm like, not today, baby, not today. But I was talking about consistency earlier, that a lot of people, when we're YouTube creators, consistency is going to get us across that goal. Caribbean Girl Tony, she had to be consistent to get across that goal, right? And we have to be consistent. And life be lifing, y'all. Sometimes you just don't feel like getting on no camera. Sometimes you just don't have a message together. Sometimes you're just too tired. There's always going to be some type of excuse, but we have to learn to push past it. Now, look, I ain't even talking to y'all right now. I'm talking to myself, because I have to learn to push past it. It's not easy. especially when you have a home and you're trying to do all the things. Selena, she's doing homeschooling with the kids, like things be going on. And so it's so hard to stay consistent, but we have to figure out a way to schedule the time to stay consistent. I watched a young lady, it had to be like 4 years ago. I wasn't really into YouTube, but she was like, she would just batch her content. She would just sit down and she would have different shirts and then put her hair in different styles. And she'd like do 8 or 10 videos and then she just post it. And that's how she was able to stay consistent. That won't work for everybody, but will it work for you? Is it something that you're like, man, can I batch a few contents over the weekend? Selena says, yes, consistency. Keep going, keep posting, even just uploading a short if you can't do a long form video or community post. I love that. And look, so I am big on trying to support everybody's YouTube channel. I get off really late at night. So I come in and the first thing I do is I answer my comments. But the second thing I do is I start going through and hitting people's video. And I try to watch 3 to 4 videos, but it's really hard for me to watch videos during the week that are 20 minutes plus long. So those I have to catch on the weekends. But during the week, if there's shorter content, I can hit everybody and help to support everyone. And so I just go down my line and I hit everyone because I really want everyone to succeed. But I do have to realize that I don't have a lot of time in the day because I've got to get my rest too. So if I be missing you for a day or two, it's not that you're not on my heart. I'm coming because I keep a little running total in a list. My husband be laughing. I'll be like, oh, I got to go watch Selena's video. Okay, I got to go over here and I got to watch Empowering Living. Like I have to give everybody a little time. And everybody has great content on top of that. So I just, we have to learn to give ourselves grace, give each other grace. Because if I don't see you, I know that something must be going on in your life. And then I'll just wait for your video. Selena says also hot tip, time yourself. Oh, I love that. How long does it take to edit a video? How long does it take to record a video? Then you can slot it in whenever you have a spare 15 minutes. That's really good, actually. I have not timed myself. And I did a video today that I'm going to post tomorrow. And I think the introductory CEO Chauncey was laughing so hard because I think I did it like 20 times. Like I couldn't get it out. And then I was like, man, I'm just not feeling it. And he was like, well, get up and take a walk. I was like, I'm just not feeling it. Why is it taking me this long just to do an intro? Tell you who I am. I couldn't even say my name. I was just way off kilter. But yes, that is a good tip, is to make sure you time yourself and maybe make an SOP. She said, honey, none of us got the time. Time management is crucial. It is. I'm moving stuff on my things all the time, trying to get things to fit and move better so I feel better. One of the things I did do though, because look, Miss Selena, for you, I was getting up early because Chauncey was getting up early with that 5 a.m. club. And it just was throwing me off. So now I sleep and I wake up when I need to wake up. And it's been so much better. So much better. So that's what I've been doing. I done changed some stuff, but it works for me. So I ain't joining that 5 a.m. club. Y'all need an 11 a.m. club. And then I'll join. So I don't believe my sister used to laugh at me. I used to say my intro about 20 times, but now she's mastered it. I love it. It takes a while for you to really get into your groove because you're trying to find your way, and there's nothing wrong with that. And that's why I love going to see people's first videos, the first video they ever made, because it helps me like they were trying to find their way. And 30 videos later, 100 videos later, boy, they got it down. They know who they are. They know what they're talking about, and they're just in the game. And I'm like, all of us can do that. If you are not there yet, you will be there. Just take your time and figure out what it is, right? And then the other question I wanted to ask, what is something you used to believe about yourself that you've outgrown now? because of YouTube, because of the skills you have acquired during the journey. Because we have a lot of beliefs about ourselves, and a lot of the beliefs we have has stopped a lot of people from getting on YouTube, a lot of people from going after the job or the relationships they want. It just stops them in their tracks. But sometimes we have to go back and say, why do I believe that about myself? And then, are there receipts to even say that? Because a lot of people, including me, we make up stories in our head about our own self that's not even true. And some of it stems from childhood, some of it stems from old relationships, and it's like a big mesh pot of things that's going on, right? And we have to realize that as we do this journey, a lot of that stuff starts to fall off. Selena, I used to think I couldn't edit or couldn't do live streams, but I'm doing it now and loving it. I'm no Tarantino, but I do okay. I know that's right, girl. I didn't know that. Look, one thing I learned, so one time, I don't know, I've been on Canva for maybe 3 years. I started Canva because everybody was doing this Canva thing. And I was like, I want to learn Canva. So I would go on YouTube and I do a little something, they have little free classes and I played around with it. But then I was like, I'm going to go in here and figure it out. And I got so good at at Canva, that now I teach my family. So on Sundays, we have Canva classes and I teach my family how to use Canva. And I'm like, wow, I was able to do that. Selena, I use CapCut and Canva. Honey, now look, that CapCut is for the birds. That's too techie. Canva is pretty and it's plug and play and it's snip. That cut, no, ma'am. No, that CapCut, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I tried that and I couldn't figure out anything. All I could do was upload the video. I kid you not. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm going to Canva. Ain't nobody got time for this. I can do this in 2 seconds. You got me in here for 20 minutes, and all I did was upload a video. CEO says, think that YouTube was hard. I just had to believe that I could do it. CEO had a hard time. He wanted to do the YouTube thing. And I had done it. So I got to teach him the technical part, but he taught me the community part because I didn't understand I think I did a video on this. I didn't understand the community part of it. And so we worked together to get this thing under control. Oh, Celine, you made an AI song and video off of CapCut? Girl, no, ma'am. You said, Maya, if you can mess around with cars, you can do it. I promise, girl. Okay. Okay. I'll challenge myself because of you, Selena. Because of you. I will challenge myself to CapCut and see what happens. CEO says, stop putting my business out on the YouTube streets. Girl. But it is, because it takes a village, right? YouTube is a village. It takes a village. Sometimes we have to stop being, what do they call them? Gatekeepers of information, right? Because if I know something, I should willingly share it with you so that you can grow. Because number one, we ain't in the same niche, right? I don't do what Selena does. Selena don't do what I do. Caribbean girl don't do what I do. I don't do what she do. You know what I'm saying? CEO got his own lane. So when we start to share, we all start to uplift and grow together. There's enough people in this world that we all can get what we're looking for, right? We don't have to try and put each other down or try and take away. But if I know something and I know it'll help you, boom. Selena is great at that. I did a video and Selena done put a whole list down of things that I could do on my channel to help my channel grow, the type of videos. That's love. Like, she took her time. Like, I really appreciated that. She didn't have to do that. And then listed it out so that I could, go and do the videos. And I really appreciate that. So, if I know something or if I see something that might help you or whatever, the thing is not just that we're building a community, but we're building a community that is active in helping one another. There's no sense in having a group of people around and you have a community, but nobody's willing to help. They'll watch you do all the work, but nobody will come over and say, hey, I got 5 or 6 minutes. Let me dig some ditches with you, right? Or let me share this with you. Or maybe there's an easier way to do this. And so one thing I love about the YouTube community is that people are taking their time. They are giving free advice because they want to see you win. They understand that we are not competing against each other. We have all been given different paths, different gifts that we can get out here and share. And so we're not bumping up against each other, but we're just helping each other grow. We're not choking each other out. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Miss. Yes, Selena is awesome. I didn't know how to add the music and people told me what to do. Exactly. Because they want to see you win. Their heart is in the right place. I have been to tons of networking events. I have been on Facebook. There is a lot of people who they want to give you like one little sliver advice that can't get you nowhere. And then if you ask one more question, I don't know about that, or you gotta, go here. It's like, come on, y'all. Come on. How can we build if you're not willing to share? And I understand a lot of people, I've met people who say, oh, I used to share all the time, but then they wouldn't do anything with the information. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. If I ask you a question, I'm trying to put it in the place, right? I don't know why whether they did put it into work or not. What does that got to do with me? People always got these excuses. I call them the gatekeepers. They don't want to give you any information. And it's just really sad because you can't build a community off of that. You can't build a community off of jealousy or anything like that. Selena said, I'll tell you everything for free, honey. I know that's what I'm like too. I'm like, huh? I saw a video yesterday. DoorDash charges $25 for a single shout. I didn't know that they charge for shout outs. Really? Oh, see, that's something new. I didn't know that. And number one, I thought you had to be like, okay, maybe I don't know. I thought you had to be like a top influencer, like one of those influencers that's doing like commercials on their YouTube for like, I don't know, some mouthwash or something. I didn't know that they could charge money for a shout out. Well, I give a shout out to everybody. I don't care. My family at YouTube deserves a shout out because they're amazing. And I don't think I would ever think of charging to give someone a shout out because number one, I'm not exactly, you give a shout out because you do appreciate, is showing gratitude that this is someone that you really highly recommend and they're doing some wonderful things, right? But a shout out does not produce residuals to someone. A shout out doesn't guarantee likes or subscribers. I mean, they could go over and like, but that for that money to go out, I guess, I don't know. I don't think a shout out is worth it. Not when everybody's out here shouting everybody out. I don't know. I give free shout out saying, Tony, I shout out for free on YouTube. Are you kidding me? I know, honey. I know. I didn't know that. I need to go find out if that's is that a normal thing? Or is that just something new that I haven't been privy of? I don't know. I did used to try and contact influencers because when I first started my business, people were like, oh, you should contact an influencer, have them review your product or stuff. But I knew those high time influencers, they charge a lot of money, honey. They ain't for small businesses. Now you gonna have to pay them. And then affiliate marketing. I was like, I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not gonna do that. And so now they're getting really granular with the shout outs. I don't know what's going on out here in this world. I don't know what's happening. Selena says, I've never heard of that, but nothing surprises me anymore. Some people are greedy. There's nothing new you're right. There's nothing new under the sun. And that's why I said we have to be able to help each other. We cannot be gatekeepers. We have to, it takes nothing for me to say, go to Selena, the Celestials YouTube channel. It takes nothing away from that, from what I'm doing to say, go and see Caribbean Girl Tony. Make sure you check out her channel. or make sure you're with CEO 369 Consulting. As a matter of fact, the show I have coming up tomorrow that I kind of put together, I have lyrics by Nitya playing in the background, right? And matter of fact, her stuff is on right now because I really love her music. Like in the morning, I put it on because I want to listen to her music while I clean. It takes nothing away from my channel. It takes nothing away from me to say, hey, these people are doing some amazing things, and I'm watching them all the time. Like this is what I do, right? And so it really saddens me that people would do the gatekeeping. Caribbean Girl Tony, I love her music too. I know it's so uplifting. I just love it. I just put it on and I'm just like, I can decompress. I have my tea, or I'm with my plants, or I'm just cleaning. So I just keep her, I put her on the TV and I just enjoy her music. Selena says, building up each other in the small creator community is how we all grow together. I would be nothing without you all, and kindness is free, isn't it? Kindness is free. It is. We would be nothing without each other. Where would I be right now without you guys? Sitting here talking to myself with zero viewers, except, for CEO. But we have to be able to come together. We have to understand what community really means. And then we have to understand that in that community, we give each other grace. Because one thing I do want people to understand, when Selena was like, life be life, and it do, it's hard to get on every day and watch everybody. We have tons of subscribers. We have a whole bunch of people we have subscribed to and that we watch. We cannot get to everyone all the time. But the thing is to say, hey, I know life be life, and she'll be back around. Because I'm like that. But I try and I try and hit everybody. I try and hit everybody. And if I hit you, I'm trying to hit 2, 3, 4 your videos to make sure you get your watch time, to make sure that I do the like, to make sure that I comment. Matter of fact, y'all tell me this, because I was thinking about this the other day when I was answering some comments. Do I comment too much on y'all videos? Do I say too much? Because I know some people be like, I don't want to respond. Can I just heart this and keep? But I like for y'all to know that I'm engaged with your videos. Support is what it is all about. Yes. And Selena says, agreed, CEO. I'm glad to see you back too, friend. We miss your videos, but I know life be busy. Oh, Caribbean Girl says, I comment a lot as well. Oh, do you? Okay. Because I be commenting all through the video. Like you be saying something and I'm going to comment right through. And then I thought to myself, I'm like, they might get tired of me commenting. Maybe they don't want all these comments. Maybe they just want me to know that they're there and just leave it alone. So I was like, I don't know. So I do a lot of comments, but I just do that to show people that I'm really trying to support them, that I really am engaged in what they're doing. So Celia says, I comment everywhere and be in everybody's business, saying, honey, I know that's right. Trying to be in everybody's business. What y'all doing over there? What you doing? Yes, I love it. I love it, because sometimes I comment, I don't know. I'd be like, now what's going on here? Where you going? What you say? I did, Selena, I joined Garf Adventure. When I did your live and you were like, tag in everybody, and I joined Garf Adventure. Now, Garf Adventure, he's hilarious. Number one, I don't know what he be saying. I think I get maybe 2 words out of a whole line of text he's be spitting, because I think he speaks Patois. I think that's the language of Jamaica, but I don't know what he be saying, but I love to see his videos. And so I be commenting stuff on his too. And I'm like, I don't know what you be saying, but sir. She said, I'm your nosy Australian neighbor. I want to know what you're up to. She said, oh, Garf Adventures is funny and wow, but he does good work. He does do good work in Jamaica. And at first, I started watching his videos, and at first I didn't really understand what he was doing. But I think I watched a video the other day, and he's like building a home or building. I was trying to understand what he was saying. I think he was talking about farms. Then he was talking about building. But it looks like he got a lot going on. So I'm going to keep watching to see if I can really understand what he's talking about, but his channel is pretty cool. So thank you for turning me on to at Garth Adventures. If y'all want to know a little bit about Jamaica, this gentleman is for you. If you want to know about Grenada, Caribbean girl over there, and then if you want to know about Australia, you're gonna talk to Selena the Celestial. She's gonna let you know what's going on in Australia with all of those killer insects and animals and reptiles, and I don't know. But I know it's beautiful. I know it's beautiful over there. It's hard, but you have to get to know people to see what's happening. But he does tons of charity work for poor people in his community. That's well, I'm glad you said that, because I just was having a hard time understanding what was going on. I think, but I've watched quite a few of his videos, but I was just like, I even told my husband, so I'm not sure what he's saying, but he got a lot going on, but I didn't know what he was doing. I didn't quite understand all of the intricate parts because it was hard for me to understand the language a lot. So, but thanks for letting me know that, because he really does have a pretty interesting channel. And I love to see how the inner workings of Jamaica is, just like Grenada. I love that. I really like Caribbean Girl when you go on assignments, because I get to see where you're at. And if you've never been to Grenada, it really helps you really understand the visual, see the people, get to know a little bit about the culture. I love that. And so I love when I have people I've connected to that live outside the States, because it helps me get to really appreciate who they are, their culture, where they live, the people that they're around, and definitely the food. And definitely, because I'm a foodie. I am a foodie. That's why I like watching, at Healthy Kitchen Wizard. I love watching her because she always has some great meals and explains spices. Caribbean Girl says, yes, lots of people told me it's beautiful and they had no idea. Absolutely. So when if you live in a place that people aren't living there, you got, countries, different borders or whatever, they really get interested in where you live, like the people, the culture, the dress, the food. Like, they really enjoy diving in because they don't know if they'll ever be there, right? They'll never know if they'll be able to visit. But when they can see other people showing their homeland, they really get interested. And I love travel, but I love culture. I love all cultures. I love to learn about their spirituality, the clothing, the materials that they use, all of the little things. That's what I'm into. So if you live somewhere, I think that's a great niche for people to go around and talk about where they live, interview mom and pop stores, or go to like the places that are not touristy. I don't like the touristy stuff. I want to know the stuff other people don't know. I want to see the things, museums or whatever it is. You really have a good advantage there. Selena, I have to go, but thank you, Selena, for joining. I love you. You have a wonderful week. And I got to catch up on your Samantha. I think you're doing some card readings on Samantha, I saw. So I was like, I gotta catch up on that and see what's going on with that. Yes, we love you, and you take care. Yes. Well, look, you guys, Caribbean Girl Tony, thank you so much for joining me. I don't want to keep y'all all night. Y'all have made my night. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, RN2C. Well, hello there. Hello there. I don't know. Have you met Selena the Celestial? She had to go. And then we have Caribbean Girl Tony here. So yes, the family is in the house. RN2CEO, we were just talking about, over evolving with YouTube, things that YouTube has helped you dispel, get rid of, break habits, and learning what you can do and the skills you do have, because YouTube has allowed you to grow and evolve and transform. And so we were just kind of talking about that. Caribbean Girl Tony, she shared that, it helped her get over her shyness, and how she had a goal of 500 subscribers, and she went above and beyond that. And so we were just saying that sometimes we have to make sure that we have a plan and recognize how far we've gone. Like when you go back and you look at your first video, how amazing it is to see where you're at now and how we are able to go live, but there's so many people who are able to hit that live button and who's never done it and probably never will because fear has them imprisoned, right? And CEO 369 was talking about how what was he sharing? He was sharing how he was in the comfort zone, the dead zone, the comfort zone, and how he had to push past that, and YouTube helped him. So that's what we were talking about tonight. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. I'm past 30 minutes. I don't like to go more than that or an hour or whatever. But I do want to say thank you so much for all of you stopping by. Make sure that you go to each other's channels. If you're not already joined, make sure that you join. If you know someone that we should be looking at, drop them in the comments so that we can check out their channel. Because like I said, YouTube is about community. We are not gatekeepers here. If you know something, say something, teach something, show something, right? Support somebody, uplift somebody, like, subscribe, watch a video, show them love as they show you love. This is what this community is about. Do not sit back and just be like, I need, I want. That's not how YouTube works. Small creators, we are here together. We are melding together. If there's a way that I can help you, please let me know. If you figure out a way to help me, please share. Or if you see something that would make my channel better, that's what it's all about. It's about love and community. We don't have a crab in the barrel mentality. We all finna eat at this table, okay? We all gonna come to the table and we all gonna eat and we're all gonna celebrate each other's wins. And so thank you so much for joining me for my live tonight. I go live every Sunday at 6 p.m. I just want to say that I love you and I wish the best for you. And as always, Rooted Vines always says, I pray that whatever you seek and whatever you desire in this realm, it is seeking and desiring you. Good night, family. And always remember, stay rooted.